Players Championship Live blog. Rory, Rahm, Fleetwood battle for lead. While the leaders don't tee off until 1:35 p.m., some early noise is already being made on this Sunday at TPC Sawgrass. Not surprising, we'll see if Woods can keep it rolling and post a number, though he's too far back to have any chance of winning the tournament. Tiger fans note the real show on street. Patrick's Day will 2:39 p.m. Finally, 2:35 p.m. Schneider Jams, 2:30 p.m. DJ birdies this, but save bogey he does, only dropping to 11 under. The way this rodeo, 2:25 p.m. Rahm makes his 2:22 p.m. Strap it. While that's going on, Jim Furyk makes a knee knocker save for par, while Ollie makes a birdie at the 5th to get to 12 under. 2:16 p.m. Rory's 4th attempt, 2:10 p.m. In the rough at the shore, 2:05 p.m. Both Rahm and 1:54 p.m. With a side, 1:52 p.m. An opportunity, 1:50 p.m. Who would be the most 1:48 p.m. Let the games begin, 1:38 p.m. McIlroy 2, 1:35 p.m. It will set the tie, 1:32 p.m. Rory McIlroy, 1:29 p.m. The splash at 6, 1:25 p.m. The top 5 play, 1:20 p.m. The good news, 1:11 p.m. Okay, so 1:02 p.m. The leaders are final, 12:56 p.m. A nifty bunker shot, 12:45 p.m. Like many player, 12:40 p.m. Fitzpatrick has 12:33 p.m. It would seem the field, 12:29 p.m. Like at the 9th hole, 12:22 p.m. The left hole locate, 12:16 p.m. Tiger frustrated, 12:09 p.m. Emiliano Grill, 12:03 p.m. A308, 11:58 a.m. It's not just tight, 11:44 a.m. Woods holes, his, 11:42 a.m. A poor wedge shot, 11:37 a.m. Woods lays up with an, 11:34 a.m. Tiger just hit, 11:28 a.m. Tiger had 50, 11:21 a.m. Bang! At the par 3/8, he finds the green with his tee shot but will have another long putt coming up. 11:15 a.m. Woods found the fair, he's not the only one off to a fast start. Matt Kuchar opened.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.